makes his way to the ring. Paul White, great seeing you once again. Excalibur, here comes Shibata, who was instrumental in what happened on Wednesday night.
We saw Shibata and Hook assist Samoa Joe, getting the win over Speedball Mike Bailey. Paul, you've picked an incredible night to be here because this match could have major implications in the AEW World Championship title picture. Before you answer that, let's go back to the ring of the Daffy Average, Justin Roberts.
And his opponent, on the Average Triple the territorial pass, he is an AEW World Trials Champion, Hangman Adam
Page, much like Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Brody King, and Kenny Omega, all eyeing MJF the AEW World Championship title.
I know MJF thinks he's in the top spot, he's in the bird's perch right now, but he's got everybody, every top talent in AEW is gunning for MJF and that championship title. This past Wednesday night, I saw the show at home. It was amazing. I'm so proud to be here in Collision with you gentlemen tonight. Thank you for having me.
It's going to be a great program, top to bottom. And, of course, as we know, Hangman Adam Page and Jet Speed win the Trios Championship. This little revenge here for Shibata, no doubt.
It was 1 week ago on Collision. Hangman Adam Page and Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin the Jet Knight, defeating the Ops to win the AEW World Trios Championship as Hangman. Solid announce desk.
You know, I think they reinforced this thing just for me, too, because this thing is solid.
Yes, it is. And I thought he was going to do it again. And listen, we know that Hangman would like to be the AEW World Champion again. This is a big match for him. Shibata relentless. Look at this.
Hangman Adam Page, last year, he was locked inside of the steel cage with Samoa Joe, the AEW World Championship on the line. Paul, it looked like Hangman was going to get some reinforcements from the cold-hearted, handsome devil Hook in the face of the Ops. It was Hook that ultimately betrayed Hangman and allowed Samoa Joe to reclaim the AEW World Championship.
You know, that's part of, it's almost a 133-day reign that Hangman Adam Page had that was ended that night with Samoa Joe and the assist from Hook. It kind of makes you understand why Hangman Adam Page runs the way he does. Kind of that low. That's going to be uncomfortable.
Shibata, nobody home for him. Still, the leg hung over the barricade, and Hangman finds the kick, sending Shibata sprawling over the timekeeper's table.
You know, this is all just really surprising when I think about Shibata and what he has become. I guess from the behest of Joe and of Hook, and look at Hangman go to work here.
Katsuyori Shibata, somebody that has accomplished so much throughout his career, oftentimes on his own terms, running against the grain, but now falling in league with Samoa Joe, with Hook, as the action spilling out into the crowd here in Orlando.
Ran over a cameraman that time, and then, you know what? The referee's going to try to, or at least have to try to get control of this.
Oh, this is out of control with Hangman Adam Page intensity. This just shows the level that Hangman Adam Page is ready to take things. Probably a message to Samoa Joe as well.
Yeah, when you feel you got Samoa Joe, when you have Swerve Strickland at that big win at the end of Dynamite on Wednesday, you have Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega all vying to become the world champion.
This Hangman's opportunity right now to send a message to all the other contenders.
Hangman's got,
it's really a testament also to just how deeply personal this battle is between Hangman and Shibata.
and Hangman's going to get a running start here, I do believe. Watch out, here he goes.
Shibata tried this earlier, but it was Hangman that succeeded with it. And Paul, to your point of making an example to everyone about the lengths you're willing to go to. We saw Swerve do that this past Wednesday. It was an incredible main event when he defeated the Jet, Kevin Knight, one-on-one. But Swerve, some may argue that Swerve went a little too far in how he put away Kevin Knight in sending a message to MJF.
Sure, people can say that, but you have to understand what's on the line. That championship's on the line. Now's not the time to hold back. Now is the time to invest all your will, all your passion, all your creative thinking to get to the top of that mountain in the Pinnacle Championship.
Great point, Paul. Here comes Hangman, but no.
Shibata gets the boot up into the face. The two-time former AEW World Champion, but Hangman puts on the brakes. Shibata.
You could tell Hangman lured him in that time. He knew. Watch out, here he goes. Oh, Shibata's such a pro, isn't he?
This is such a physical chess match of tit for tat.
A suplex on the outside. We saw Shibata do that this past Wednesday to Speedball Mike Bailey behind the referee's back. Now, in this match, it's all legal, and it could be disastrous for Hangman.
Absolutely, and Hangman is just dangling right now. Shibata's going to pick up. Boy, he's going to go for the knee here.
Breaker trying to take away the vertical base of Hangman. And Paul, we know how hard a hitter that Hangman Adam Page is. Shibata knows that. If you take away his legs, you take away his base, that effectively neutralizes the striking of Hangman.
It does neutralize it. It neutralizes any opponent if they lose their base. But the thing you got to keep in mind, this is Hangman Adam Page, who has a resiliency, who has a well of overcoming injury, pain, strife to succeed. I will never count Hangman Adam Page out at any point.
Absolutely, as look, they got a figure 4 leg lock on Hangman, two-time AEW World Champ, 7-0 on Collision, undefeated on Collision. And he is just struggling here to get to the ropes.
Figure 4 leg lock is in tight. Katsuyori Shibata.
Oh, there you go.
And the hold reversed on him by Hangman. The pressure now on the knees of Shibata.
Absolutely, you can see the pressure land. And Shibata is rolling back over that time. But Hangman's pretty close to the ropes here.
Paul, great move by Shibata, pulling down, adding leverage down on that leg of Hangman.
This is Collision. This opening bout continues. Stay with us on TNT and HBO Max.
I know you're wondering, what next? I see love on your horizon. In a trip to a strange new land. The child within you will awaken. And you will meet your destiny.
You took your time.
What will you discover next?
What drives us to live for this game? We're here for one simple reason. We love football. Toyota, let's go places.
Mercy is now playing in theaters.
Detective Raven, this is the Mercy Capital Court. You're charged with the murder of your wife.
I didn't hurt her.
Prove it.
Get in the chair.
Every camera, cell phone, and database is at your disposal.
Can I see the cameras? Someone was in our basement.
Go on the ride.
You must move from one piece of the puzzle to the next.
Bring that back. Pause. Can you find out who that is?
And try to solve the mystery in IMAX.
The clock is ticking.
Mercy, rated PG-13. Now playing only in theaters.
This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak for just $7.99 each. Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon? When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready? Do they ever want to... They know. Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
With an option like Plan B, we're in control.
Plan B temporarily delays ovulation to help prevent pregnancy before it starts.
It won't impact your future fertility, and it's safe to take anytime you need it.
Together, we've got this.
was a 2 count and only a 2 count. Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, and Paul White here on Collision. And right now, Hangman Adam Page is hurting, gentlemen. That knee is hurting, and we're seeing Katsuyori Shibata just take care of the midsection.
So smart how Shibata broke down the vertical base, attacking the knee, but he was attacking the upper body, making it hard for Hangman to breathe.
But Hangman, tremendously well-conditioned athlete, carries his size well and employs his strength well as Shibata and Hangman battling it out center of the ring.
Boy, neither man giving an inch on this one. Oh, look at this. He went to the eyes. How about that? See, now that's something I wouldn't have said that Katsuyori Shibata would ever do 5-6 months ago, a year ago.
You've got a 5-second rule to break something like that. Seize the advantage. When everything's on the line, every trick has to be pulled.
Hangman. Look at the head of Shibata. But Shibata answers the high kick.
I think what we're seeing is two guys who could not only dish out the punishment, but who obviously can take it. Look at this. Oh, release German suplex. And this is tremendous. What an opening bout here on Collision.
Hangman and Shibata trading German suplexes. Hangman, oh, both men, the same idea, and both men land simultaneously.
That surprised both of them.
Absolutely. Fans love it, Paul.
Bringing this great crowd in Orlando to their feet. We watch how this exchange ended. Both men on target with those elbow strikes.
So interesting sometime in matches. You have your plan, you're executing your plan, and somehow it's like your opponent drifts into your brain and you both think of the same thing at the same time. That's the beauty of pro wrestling.
And don't forget tonight the TBS Championship will be on the line, as well as the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship, all tonight here on Collision. We are just getting started, and these two men are going at it, getting everything we expected.
What a great way to kick off our broadcast tonight on TNT and HBO Max. Shibata hanging on to the belt of Hangman Adam Page, and low blow. The referee had his back turned. He didn't see it, but now the cover, and Shibata was looking for that Gigi Gatame, but Hangman
Still hurting. Look at him hold himself, so to speak. Oh!
Shibata sending Hangman out to the apron. Is Hangman trying to get his breath back?
Shibata thinks this is going to be it. This blow, it could be it.
For another one of those suplexes on the apron. We saw him employ it earlier, Paul. It's very dangerous territory for both men.
Hangman's really smart. He's using the ropes to his leverage right now, keeping his balance. He's got Shibata up.
Over the dead
Eye on the apron.
Got to get him back in the ring, Hangman. Get him back in the ring. Can't believe how much Hangman has given already in this match.
And Shibata staggering up to his feet. He might be out on his feet.
Well, he just barely got up. You see him holding his head, back of his head.
Oh, but Hangman, not done yet.
He's going for that moonsault of his here.
This is high risk.
Moonsault by Hangman Adam Page.
How about that?
Paul, an incredible risk for Hangman to take at this stage of this match.
Again, it goes back to showing how important the AEW World Heavyweight Championship is. Now's not the time to leave anything in the toolbox. Pull everything out.
Even though you are a champion, here's the moonsault once again. Take a look, Paul.
So brave, so well executed by Hangman Adam Page.
He's going for the buckshot right now. Leg trip.
Shibata had it scouted, and now has Hangman in the submission hold center of the ring. He changes his grip. This Katsuyori Shibata creating the tighter vice around the neck of Hangman Adam Page, center of the ring.
Yeah, it's not a side headlock, obviously, but it's a headlock, almost like a neck lock. You're right, Excalibur, and Hangman just so close to the ropes. There he goes.
Hangman's in trouble, too, because his other arm's trapped between Shibata's legs, so that elbow joint is locked, which could affect the buckshot lariat later.
And now Shibata breaking down Hangman Adam Page. Shibata loves that big drop kick into the corner. Hangman knew it. Pulled himself out of harm's way. And Hangman shot off the corner. Boom! Missed the first time, now with the second one.
Now he's got him measured.
Look at those eyes.
And look at the fans come to their feet. Here it is. Boom! Buckshot Lily. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Hangman Adam Page.
What a way to start off Collision, huh, guys? That was amazing. Well scouted, well played by Shibata. Incredible resilience by Hangman Adam Page.
No doubt, and a big, important win for Hangman in our opening bout here on Collision. Well, on Wednesday, Don Callis was on the golf course with Ricochet, I guess, making a deal. And on Wednesday, we sent Alex Marvez out to find out what's going on.
You know what I'm talking about, though? I mean, you can't undervalue yourself.
Absolutely. I told him I'm not going to get out of bed for any less than 50 grand.
50, you're giving him a deal. What are you talking about? Make it 100.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm the champion.
You're
Why
the
not just
champ,
bump it up
baby. You're
real
the
quick?
champ. Listen.
Ricochet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
With the high stakes on tonight's Dynamite, how do you two have time for golf?
How do you just blunder onto a golf course? Strict rules of golf. You ever heard of etiquette? You're very lucky, Marvez, that you didn't catch us when we were playing our weekly foursome with Tony Khan and Roger Goodell, or you'd be fee-desired right now.
Even powerful men know that you have to take the time out of your day to enjoy the spoils of your labor, which is why Don and I started golfing every week before Dynamite. Even on a day like today, where GOA is headed back to the States after they have been wrestling in front of sold-out crowds all across Mexico. Actually, speaking of GOA, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not going to win a tag team title match that is after Davis and Doyle ruthlessly beat FTR for them tag team championships.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Youngblood. You know, in life, like in golf, you can't move on to the 19th hole till you deal with the 18th hole. I've got a little something going on tonight. I got the Death Riders against the Don Callis family in a street fight tonight as well. I've got that piece of human garbage, Kenny Omega, who is going to get his comeuppance against the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
It's true.
You, my friend, should worry about one Jungle Jack Perry. Putter me! Thank you.
I'll worry about that after I hit this next eagle real quick. Caddy, give me, come on, man. Yes, sir. Come on, man. Give me that ball. Hit you with it. Oh, come on.
Woman's died, but right now we can't give you any more than that.
Detective Harper, is it true you knew her?
Got any suspects?
I didn't hurt her, Hannah. Do you know who did it?
I didn't do it if that's what you're asking. There are two sides to every story. His and hers. Which means someone is always lying.
Put no headstone on the grave.
It was so easy to do our own taxes with H&R Block. Glad we switched.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there aren't any mistakes.
Mistakes?
Catching mistakes. It's what I live for. And now, for a limited time, you can get a free Tax Pro review. I could point you to any money you might have missed and file it for you, making sure everything is just right. I'll file your taxes stress-free for free.
We like free.
Switch to H&R Block and get a free Tax Pro review with purchase of do-it-yourself tax prep. Only at H&R Block.
Being a cadet in Starfleet Academy means being open to the people around you.
I spent my whole life getting away from stuff, letting someone in. It's hard.
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
I owe you something. It is coming just for you.
The world in which we work is one of secrets.
It's important work.
Can I join the party?
It's the only reason you're here.
We have a ball. Someone's been killing all these people.
I thought you were just another secretary.
Really? Why did you leave me?
Why did I leave you? Why did you betray your own heart? Kiss me and let us both be done.
Wuthering Heights, rated R, in theaters February 13th.
salted caramel macadamia. That's Dawes.
This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak for just $7.99 each. Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
Collision continues here on TNT and HBO Max as we go back to Justin Roberts.
This bat is set for one ball. Approaching the ring from Glasgow, Scotland. Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn over to the ring with James Drake, Zach Gibson, GYB, Grizzled Young Veterans in her corner. And Isla Dawn with a big opportunity here tonight, stepping into the ring with the AEW Women's World Champion. And the champion could be potentially thinking ahead to Wednesday when Dynamite returns to Austin, Texas. And she'll be facing a challenge from the Toxic Spider Tekla. That remains to be seen. But Isla Dawn, a huge opportunity for her here tonight in what is effectively an AEW Women's World Championship eliminator match.
Absolutely. Isla Dawn, a 10-year vet. First time, though, against Chris Statlander. Here comes the champ. And a reporter.
From Long Island, New York City, is the AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander.
Statlander is an AEW original. We have seen her grow as a champion, as a competitor. Her confidence, as you can see, Paul, and I don't know if she's going to be looking ahead to Tekla or not, but Tekla presents a big problem for her, but so does Isla Dawn.
I just appreciate the focus that Statlander's achieved after the past few months. Things she's overcome, where she started, where she is now. She really represents an AEW Women's Championship as a full-force competitor in a great way.
But Paul, I have to ask, I mean, you've been a world champion in your own right. What do you think about these matches? Is it a warm-up match for Chris Statlander, or is it potentially a trap match for Statlander with the challenge from Tekla coming up this Wednesday night?
Definitely. This early, this stage of the game is definitely a trap match. You got to come in with your head on a swivel, make sure you're focused in the match.
Right now, though, Statlander just hammering Isla Dawn. Dawn had got a forearm shot in. It seemed to anger Statlander just runs in with reckless abandon, and that cost her.
Moving to the jaw, Isla Dawn attempting to drop kick. Statlander intercepts, and Chris Statlander catapult sends Dawn face first in that top turnbuckle pad.
Look at that athleticism by Statlander. You know, those kip-ups aren't that easy.
Statlander, look at that on the apron by Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn answers back, big elbow strike.
Isla Dawn is not afraid at all of Statlander and her resume.
Well, you know, Isla Dawn has everything to gain here.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
How about that?
Let me introduce myself.
Isla Dawn returns Statlander to the ring. And as you mentioned, Paul, this match, a huge opportunity for Isla Dawn. Could be a win-win, even in defeat. Isla Dawn doesn't want to think about that. Thinking about the victory there, 2 count on the AEW Women's World Champion.
We heard the challenge.
Isla Dawn. You can tell she's not afraid to get physical in combat like that.
Yeah, and I think Statlander knows this. We heard on Wednesday the challenge by Tekla. Listen, Tekla's got all the ability, as we know, to become the next Women's World Champ.
She certainly does, and Isla Dawn looking to pull an offset here. Saito suplex. Isla Dawn moving for the cover.
No, got a 2 count.
And Tekla threw out the challenge for this coming Wednesday when Dynamite returns to Austin, Texas. She said, Chris Statlander, put your AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Tony Khan was quick to make that one official part of our program with 3 championship matches coming up this Wednesday night in Austin, Texas.
It's going to be a great night in Austin, Texas. Excalibur, there's no doubt. We have had a tremendous 2026 already. Still in the very first month. Watch out. Statlander can go up top.
Very athletic.
Absolutely. Look at that.
Statlander, powerful drop kick off the top.
That was a missile drop kick. Stuck it in.
Now Statlander inside hook and drives Isla Dawn down.
Good resilience on Isla Dawn's part.
Absolutely. Isla Dawn's showing us something. That way, look at this.
Statlander hooks the leg. Saturday Night Fever.
And the cover. 1, 2, 3. Statlander gets the win.
The AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander, with 116 wins in the women's division, has now defeated 54 different opponents, and now looks to Wednesday when she will defend the AEW Women's World Championship against Tekla.
And you saw the energy shift to Statlander towards the end of that match. I think she was a little bit surprised by Isla Dawn's competitiveness. Whoop, what
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, yeah. Yes. Wow. Chris Statlander. So good. So dang good. I'm such a fan. It's just so sad that this is your last win as a champion. It's okay. There'll be other dumb bitches. Alright. So long, big stat daddy. Live long and prosper.
Going down the gauntlet as Tekla for Wednesday night, live on Dynamite in Austin, Texas.
Very soon, Ricochet, you're going to take your national championship. But that's not what this is really about. Because you took something from me more valuable than any piece of gold. A friend. A friend who I have fought side by side with to achieve a dream everybody told us wasn't even possible. A friend who has battled through illness and fought back from the brink of death so that we could have a second chance. A chance he thought he might never have again. And you took that from all of us. So I will take your championship. I will take everything you have. And even then, it won't be enough.
This past Thursday on Ring of Honor, Bang Bang Gang star Ace Austin continued his impressive winning streak. He aims to challenge the very top stars in wrestling, including the Don Callis family. With Juice Robinson injured, Ace originally was set to team up with Austin Gunn tonight, but due to travel issues, he's unable. So Austin Gunn will team up with his father, Billy Gunn, right here tonight. Father and Gunn, Billy and Austin, an undefeated 8-0 team. They'll face the toughest of tests when they collide with Protocino, and that match will happen right now. What a big moment for us on Collision as Billy Gunn teams with Austin Gunn. Let's go back to the ring.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall, approaching the ring from Orlando, Florida. Billy and Austin Gunn!
How about this? The return of Billy Gunn and his son Austin, undefeated in tag team wrestling, gentlemen, facing the Don Callis family.
Very early on in Austin Gunn's AEW career, formed a very formidable tag team with his father. They have not teamed in a number of years. Austin Gunn walking his own path with the Bang Bang Gang. But Paul Juice Robinson medically not cleared to compete here tonight. Billy Gunn stepping into action, not only to team with his son, but bolstering the ranks of the Bang Bang Gang, at least for one night.
Michael is being accompanied by Don Callis, the Alpha Kanosuke Takeshita, and the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Talking about a great tag team. My goodness. Fletcher and Takeshita, they found a bond recently at Excalibur within the Don Callis family.
Well, these two men, their relationship long predates the Don Callis family. These two men were friends when they were competing in the UK, in Japan. They went their separate ways, but then they were reunited by Don Callis. And they are a very formidable tag team.
Formidable young talents.
We saw Kyle Fletcher return to action last week at Collision. This will be Konosuke Takeshita's first match since his loss in the semifinals. First AEW match, since his loss in the semifinals of the 2025 Continental Classic. A match where Kazuchika Okada used the screwdriver that was planted by Kyle Fletcher.
What about that, Don Callis?
Okada used that screwdriver to defeat Takeshita.
Yeah, we're still talking about it because it's fact.
You know, just once. I'm so glad that Paul White is out here. So we've actually got someone who's actually ever been challenged physically, unlike you at Excalibur, Shivani.
Brother. All right, here we go.
Paul White getting a reminder of how bad it is to have Don Callis at the desk.
Oh, my grandma always told me, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Well, unfortunately, that's not going to happen here.
I'd be a mute for life then.
That's right.
Collar and elbow tie up. Kyle Fletcher backing Austin Gunn to the corner.
You know, there's a lot of people, Paul, who will compare, many comparisons for Kyle Fletcher. One of them is he's like a young Billy Gunn. Similar size, similar freaky athleticism. What do you think, Paul?
I think that's a pretty tall order to shoot. What I will say is the three talents that are now with Takeshita, Austin, and Kyle. These are three of the youngest, hottest talents in pro wrestling right now. All three of these guys are future world champions, in my opinion. I'm so excited to see these guys compete. Of course, I'm going to be partial to Austin and Billy because, you know, I remember Austin being in my house for Christmas when he was like 7 years old. So there's a long history there for me.
And the next win for Austin will be his 100th in AEW since he debuted in January, right before the pandemic of 2020.
I guess my invitation to Paul White's mansion got lost in the mail, eh, Paul? Come on.
Let's be honest, Don, it never got mailed.
Fletcher keeping the pressure on Austin Gunn in the corner.
Light him up.
As you talked about the future of the three young competitors in this match, the present is that Austin Gunn, in his own right, a former AEW World Tag Team Champion alongside his brother Colton. Kyle Fletcher, former TNT Champion. Konosuke Takeshita, former International Champion, former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I don't think the fans can understand how much athleticism is in that ring right now. Billy Gunn, Papa Gunn, Austin Gunn, Kyle, Takeshita. These are four of the top athletes in wrestling. I don't know if people understand how impressive this is.
I'm so impressed with Billy Gunn. What a physique, what an athlete, what a legend he is. But he's in tough against Proto Shida. I mean, these are the two best bell-to-bell wrestlers in the world right now, in my opinion.
Well, you've got a point, Don. You really do. But Billy Gunn has seen it all. No doubt. And look at the shape that Billy Gunn is in, Paul, at this stage in his career.
Well, he ought to be in good shape. He doesn't do nothing but eat and train.
Elbow to the back of the head. And
Fletcher, older tackle, but like running into a brick wall. Billy Gunn.
That was 275 pounds of rock wall.
Thing is, he's not just big and strong. He is freakishly athletic still to this day. Very impressed with Billy Gunn.
And Takeshita seeing his first action of the match.
Pretty smart on Kyle's part to roll out and rethink this a little bit.
And this is the type of match, this is the type of matchup, Konosuke Takeshita and Billy Gunn, that you can only find in All Elite Wrestling.
a great point. You are exactly right. And we're looking forward to this. Collar and elbow tie by both of these remarkable athletes. And Billy, as he's back to the corner, which could be a dangerous place to be. Yep.
Oh, that might not have been a good move, Takeshita.
And Don, you know Takeshita has to relish this opportunity because Billy Gunn
That's called a receipt.
Is it ever? Not only famous for competing in the United States, but also Billy Gunn having achieved quite a bit of status competing in Japan as well.
There's nothing Billy Gunn hasn't done in this business. Very impressive.
Down goes Billy Gunn from Takeshita.
Takeshita line on target, and Billy Gunn rolling out of the ring underneath the bottom rope. And
I've been a little bit dazed. I kind of rolled out to bad territory.
Don Callis has dropped the headset. Boom.
That was stupid.
Takeshita from behind just bailing out Don Callis.
And this tag team match continues on Collision.
Did we just forget about the Billy Gunn?
This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak for just $7.99 each. Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak for just $7.99 each. Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper? Oh, we actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze, Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
You might not know about Domino's specialty pizzas, like the Extravaganza or the Pacific Veggie. And you definitely don't know about the new spicy chicken bacon ranch. But now you know. And now that you do know, go ahead and get any medium specialty pizza for just $9.99 when you mix and match. Only at Domino's.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
We actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze, Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
4 billion pounds of pensions stolen in the largest robbery in British history.
Commit the trades.
Your daughter, she's mixed up with some dangerous people.
These people will be dead.
That wasn't a thief back there. It was in my fight.
It's about the end game. And a million different ways you might not survive it.
Collision continues on this Saturday night. The undefeated father and son combination of Billy and Austin Gunn against Perdicita. Billy Gunn going for the favor serve, but Kyle moved out of the way. Roll up. There he got it. Billy crawls over to try to make the 1, 2. No. Didn't get it. It was close. Billy had a long way to go, Excalibur.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher just out of the long range of Billy Gunn, and that bought him some crucial seconds, Paul.
Every second counts in this situation.
Right tag's been made. Austin's in.
To Yuma! Takeshita, go, go, go! Father and Gunn!
1, 2, Takeshita saves it.
Thank God Takeshita's so fast.
You're not kidding, because that was it.
Yeah.
That was a live round.
It knocked Billy all the way out of the ring.
Wow, what a great move by Austin Gunn.
Austin Gunn, tremendous counter, and now turns his attention to Kyle Fletcher, the standing switch.
Kyle missed that one. Austin with a gut wrench rolls over. Look at the quickness of Austin Gunn, gentlemen.
Austin weaved underneath.
Kyle's right there to counter it, too. It's impressive. Goodness gracious.
Half and half suplex.
Great exchange, both men.
So young and talented. So impressive to watch.
Yeah, both men. I agree, Paul.
Billy Gunn is in a bad way after taking that tremendous forearm shiver from Takeshita.
I agree. You could see on the left of your screen, he was just crawling up while the tag is made from Kyle Fletcher to Takeshita.
Paul, do you think that forearm is as high impact as that right hand of yours?
I think it's dang sure effective. I don't know. I'll give the benefit to Takeshita right now. Scotty's so scared I can't even stop.
Oh, inside cradle by Austin Gunn.
He almost pinned your star there, Don. Tried to famous her and missed. One, two. Billy makes a save in the nick of time.
Papa Gunn there for the save.
Oh, great extension for Fletcher on that thrust. And Billy's getting knocked around here. Look at it.
Serves him right for trying to put his hands on me.
Really, Don?
Oh, now Billy Gunn sent careening to the floor by the combined efforts of Takeshita and Fletcher.
That just shows how Takeshita
lining up. Austin Gunn looking for that power drive knee.
Here it comes. Took a lot of time. Austin tumbled out of the way. Got the good forearm shot. Austin missed his mark. Oh, so fast. Kyle Fletcher did not.
That's Takeshita. Raging fire.
Cover. 1, 2, 3.
The team of Kyle Fletcher and Kanuski to Takeshita.
And Raging Fire something else, Excalibur.
And I think that potent combination of offense from Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita.
They worked so well together, and it showed tonight. They were in trouble. They stayed together. They worked together. Such a shame for Austin Gunn and Papa Gunn, but what a great match and what a great win for Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita.
Well, Don Callis, he has chosen his favorites in the Don Callis family, no matter. Wait a second.
Hello. Well, how about this? The Rainmaker, international champion Kazuchika Okada out. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Callis. Kyle Fletcher having to hold Takeshita back. Problems in the Don Callis family. And a broad smile on the international champ. Okay, we understand the demand are standing by backstage.
Jack, I am not lying when I say this. I am so sorry about your friend. I mean, we didn't know. We didn't know that we went that far, so not only do we want to send you our apologies and our sympathy, we want to send you all the luck that you can get. Which is why I went and I talked to Tony Khan, and he agrees with me. So we're better to have our AEW National Championship rematch than my hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada. Because, Jack, I believe you are going to need all the lust and all the luck that Las Vegas has to offer. Because random luck is the only way that a Jack like you stands a chance against a king like myself. Because, I mean, let's be honest, let's face it here, we all know what a Jack is. It's a jester. It's a joke. And listen, I know that it's my hometown. I know it's my hometown and all, but Jack, you should feel right at home yourself. Because you will be another loser amongst a sea of losers who came to Las Vegas expecting to win big and lost it all. So Jack, very soon you will find out why Ricochet is out of this world.
Getting your vaccines at CVS matters because we'll work around the most important schedules. Yours.
Come on.
I cannot live without you.
Use the #1 trusted bag to help your beloved leftovers last longer. For the love of food, Ziploc.
SC Johnson.
Being a pro doesn't start under the lights. It starts in the kitchen, where Factor chefs dial in balance, the way coaches fine-tune plays, because what you put in is what you get out. Factor, eat like a pro.
Kindness grows from a place unknown, from my heart all the way to my toes. You can count on me, I can count on you.
A kinder world starts with being kind to yourself. Choose kind.
At DQ, we're all about and. Like our new limited time crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal that comes with melty cheese and
Crispy onions.
And a fry for me, and another fry for me.
And here's your drink.
And the sundae.
And it's all just $7.
enjoy every and with our new crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal. For a limited time right now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What does it take to be a pedigree pup league? Huddle up, let's go. Following direction. Let's huddle up or yeah. It takes being a good listener. Peanut, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Peanut.
If dogs were influencers, they'd probably review pepperoni treats like
slow cook for 2.5 hours. Yes!
But thankfully, dogs are dogs. Treat the best to the best. Pepperoni.
AEW is where the best wrestle. But it turns out it's also where dirty, lying, cheating rats like Ortiz and Eddie Kingston wrestle. They ruined what was supposed to be a pivotal moment for the GYV. We came to Maximum Carnage for a fair fight, but you two had to steal our moment from us by using a weapon behind the referee's back.
Look, we beat you. You guys jumped me. You do this, you do that. I thought we were done. Let's all move on and maybe meet at the top.
Lads, get used to looking over your shoulder. We have made our names scrapping with the absolute best in this business. And if you're feeling desperate to use a weapon again, we have absolutely no problem using weapons.
But now you want to talk about weapons, and now you want to talk all tough on camera. But do I think you're tougher than me and Monkey? No. You want to run your mouth and talk tough? Well, let's do tough things then, my man. Make a move. I dare you. And I'll show you what real tough is, man. This ain't pro wrestling, dog.
Contest set for one fall. A person wearing a combined weight of 380 pounds. The team of Jordan Oliver and Alec Price.
Oliver Price coming into this matchup after their debut on Wednesday against FTR on Dynamite, even though they did lose the World Tag Team Champs. What a debut, Excalibur.
Yeah, talk about being thrown into the deep end of the pool. It's Jordan Oliver in the black coat, Alec Price. These two men, they hung with FTR, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, until the bitter end.
And their opponents being accompanied by Don Callis at a combined weight of 543 pounds. Davis and Doyle.
That's Jake Doyle in the front, Mark Davis in the rear, and Paul, when you look at two athletes like this, two words come to mind: brute force.
There's nothing finesse about these two guys. This is just a beating waiting to happen.
Now Don Callis is going to unfortunately make his way over to this broadcast position once again.
Maybe he'll keep his hands to himself.
Maybe so.
Alec Price just got trucked by Jake Doyle. Now Jordan Oliver on the back as Mark Davis waiting there. And
like you said, brute force, man.
Stalling German suplex.
Okay, that's it. I like that. I like the enthusiasm.
In opposite corners.
These two are a pair of violent mutants. That's what they are.
Okay, that's creative, and I've never seen that before.
I agree, Paul. That is very creative. Just throw your opponents into each other.
You know, there's a few partners I've had in my career that I could have done that with. I just need to throw it out.
Yeah, Mark Davis. Unfortunately, Alex Price.
Alec Price, yeah, head first to our announce desk. And Davis and Doyle this coming Wednesday as returns to Austin, Texas, HEB Center. Davis and Doyle, the #1 contenders for FTR and the AEW World Tag Team Championship.
Guys, I get physically excited watching Davis and Doyle do their stuff in the ring. It's just tremendous.
Don, your two messages, none of our business.
Physically excited.
Tumescence. Is that putting me over?
We'll get you a thesaurus later.
Paul, you know what I love about Davis? You'll appreciate this. He's a guy who's very hard to get off his feet. Got that low center of gravity.
But when he drops the hammer, it does fall.
Does it ever?
2 and whoa!
That's just going to upset Davis.
Now, look at Jordan Oliver come back. I mean, these two kids, if they can get moving back and forth and flying, they can be very effective, but they've only flying have been up and down.
Oliver takes himself out of the range of Davis.
That's the best way to fight Davis, not be there when he lands.
Great point. This kid's going to pay for it, though, I think.
Here goes Mark Davis. Moving out of the way is Oliver. Tag is made. Here comes Price.
Alec
Up
Price.
on top.
The top, great adjustment by Price. Pump kick in the face of Jake Doyle.
Price is so elusive, so quick, and determined just to try to slug it out.
Rock kick square in the face of Davis.
Davis has been rocked, but he's still on his feet.
It's amazing from
Neckbreaker, deftly executed by Alec Price.
Where the head goes, the body will follow.
There's a thrust kick, double team, scissor kick from the top, drop kick from Oliver.
Paul Turner very nearly got run over, but Jordan Oliver now through the ropes. Doyle staggered, and Price. Toe base.
Caught.
Watch this now.
Doyle. Throwing the heads together.
I'll tell you, Doyle and Davis are a high flyer's nightmare.
We might have to expand the medical staff here at AEW.
I would agree. I would agree after that. I'm sure FTR's got to be watching this.
Dueling power slams.
They're probably crying in a corner somewhere if they are watching it. I would be. Look at this.
I doubt that, but they've got to be really concerned about Wednesday night.
It's over.
1, 2, done.
Davis and Doyle picking up the win over these two young prospects. But Wednesday night, Dynamite from Austin, Texas, will be an entirely different challenge for the #1 contenders.
I have something important to say to FTR. I woke up one night and I had a vision of destruction, a vision of pain, a vision of retiring FTR, and a vision of Don Callis owning the World Tag Team titles. And my dream has come true with Davis and Doyle.
Don Callis Callis is world renowned. I mean, everyone knows Don Callis. So everyone knows that Don Callis is a habitual liar. Whatever he says, expect the complete opposite. If Don says it's day, then it's most likely nighttime. If Don says that it's yellow outside, then you should know that it's actually purple. So if Don says that Davis and Doyle are going to walk out next week and leave with the AEW World Tag Team Championships, that is a complete and utter lie. DuckTales, the people that you should believe is FTR. Because they are truth tellers. They're upstanding citizens. They are great human beings. And what's going to happen next week is what's been happening for the past year. When that bell rings, Justin Roberts is going to say, and still, AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR. Top guys.
Live on Dynamite this Wednesday, FTR defends the World Tag Team Championship against Davis and Doyle. But our cameras are with Darby Allin when he took a trip here in Florida to visit an old friend. Take a look.
People forget who they're talking to. Look at this. You think this right here? You think that is enough to keep me down? That ain't. Are you serious? We're already in Florida, and I have an old friend that knows a thing or two about being reckless. Let's give him a little call.
How's my back?
Oh,
Going down like that?
Why don't you call Dr. Avoido? You're up to right now. Damn, I thought you were on my side. I am on your side, and you need to be safe, you hothead. You got injured the other day.
I could be out for a month or more from that. Okay, Bam!
Hey, doctor's orders. Get up. Get up. Get up. I'm done. At least I'll live.
Even being thrown up against the steel steps will not keep Darby Allin down. Wow.
It's about set for one fall. It's for the TBS Championship. Introducing the challenger from Bloomington, Minnesota, Julia Hart.
Julia Hart, who was the youngest women's champion in AEW history when she won the TBS Championship back in 2023 at age 22.
But Tony, that TBS Championship reign was ended at Dynasty early 2024 when Willow Nightingale dethroned Julia Hart to win the TBS Championship. And not only that, put Julia on the shelf for a number of months with an injury. That history not lost on Julia Hart.
Now, the title reign by Julia Hart, which you talked about, ended by Willow Nightingale, was only 35 days. If Julia can win here tonight, the reign for Willow would only be 24 days. So this is a very, very interesting matchup. And here comes the champ.
From Long Island, New York, she is one half of the women's tag team champion. She is the reigning and defending TBS champion, Willow Nightingale.
History-making champion Paul White, first ever part of the Women's World Tag Team Champ, and the first ever female to hold two titles in AEW at the same time.
Willow Nightingale with a tremendous amount of momentum heading into this match, Paul, but Julia Hart dead set on destruction. She wants revenge against Willow Nightingale.
I've had the privilege, as I've been here in AEW, to see both of these young ladies' career as they've grown. I was just sitting here thinking about how both of them have made their impact in this sport and what a tremendous trajectory they're both on.
And of course, this could be the start of a huge couple of days for the Triangle of Madness, Tony. Of course, Julia Hart facing Willow Nightingale tonight for the TBS Championship right here on Collision. Then this coming Wednesday, when Dynamite returns to Austin, Texas, it will be fellow member of the Triangle of Madness, Tekla, the Toxic Spider, challenging Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's World Championship.
I think we can all agree that Tekla has certainly made a profound impact in AEW since her arrival.
Hip toss attempted. Julia changes levels. Lands on her feet, but Willow reared back with that lariat.
Yeah, Julia Hart's not going to win a shoulder tackle contest with Willow Nightingale, like right there.
Willow Nightingale has too much power. I appreciate Julia's enthusiasm and her frustration and anger with Willow Nightingale. She's got to get a different plan. Head-to-head is not the way to go.
Well, trying to get Willow off her reach, trying to roll up.
Leg drop didn't work out for Willow. Now,
one,
crucifix, two.
Not a bad move by Julia at all there, Caliber.
There's such a power difference with Willow.
Nice. Two. Suplex.
Little frustration on the face there of Willow Nightingale. Fans crashing like you hit a wall after your energy drink. Breakthrough with iDrink, the clean, crash-free productivity drink that enhances focus and stamina without caffeine or stimulants. Order now at iDrink.com or Amazon. Enter AEW15 off for 15% off. Wow, that one. Booing from the fans here on that. From Julia Hart. Probably into the throat. Forearm shot. Julia gonna walk the top. This is dangerous stuff for both. Watch out!
Julia comes down, hook on Rana. Willow might have been expecting a strike, but instead Julia changes levels. Now Willow, backside drop kick.
How about that shotgun off the middle turnbuckle? You know, Willow's got that nice Bronx. Oh, here we go.
Sky Blue, the third member of the Triangle of Madness alongside Tekla.
Absolutely. Look at this. Battling back up the ramp.
Willow's tag team partner. Nobody over Willow.
Yeah, the distraction by Sky Blue worked, and now a neck breaker.
That belt's mine.
This match is for the TBS Championship. Here's a cover. 1, 2. And this match continues. Stay with us on TNT.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
You love a clean plate. Almost as much as we do. And we've been dedicated to a safe, effective clean for 70 years. Cascade leaves no mess, no residue, no worries. Cascade, leaving nothing behind since 1955.
Oh my goodness. Look at your little boo. What happened?
On the Saturdays.
Okay, you gotta be careful, okay? I know. Okay, let's get you off your feet. We're gonna get your Medicare prescriptions delivered.
When life gets the best of you, get the best help with your prescriptions.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex? Breathe. Ah.
Find your sanctuary in the Volvo XC90. Clean lines and iconic Scandinavian design will inspire smooth, uninterrupted journeys. The Volvo XC90.
Order new Detroit-style slices and steaks for only $4.99 from Little Caesars. You get both of these Detroit-style favorites all to yourself. Aren't you spoiled? Look at you and your Detroit-style deep dish slices with crispy caramelized edges. And you get 4 pieces of Italian cheese bread topped with buttery garlic drizzle too. Wait, plus a side of crazy sauce? That's not fair. Oh, right. I could just go get my own. Order Detroit-style slices and sticks for only $4.99.
Pizza.
Think about it. When's the last time you did a handstand? Never lose your splash.
When curiosity strikes about the everyday lives of your family, we're here with answers only your ancestors can provide. See their stories at Ancestry.
We are back on Collision. Tony Schiavone joined by Paul White this week and Excalibur, and this is for the TBS Championship. As right now, Julia Hart has the champion Willow Nightingale in a pretty tough spot. Here's a hammer throw into the corner. Running lariat. Julia hits the other side and connects.
Julia's smart. She's using the ring to use her entire body weight and throw it against Willow.
Oh my God! It was like Julia Hart's version of soul food.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. Excalibur.
Thunderous lariat from Nightingale.
Got momentum off the ropes, Paul.
She started swinging in Florida and followed through in Nebraska on that one. Wow, she dug deep.
Yeah, but nothing to be able to cover with now. As you can see, she's still hurting as Willow. Both ladies are hurting, and both ladies are down as Bryce Remsburg administers the 10 count.
Willow Nightingale, you mentioned her history-making career here in AEW. Of course, not only winning the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, first ever two-time TBS champion, one half of the first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Willow Nightingale, now wants to record her second career victory over Julia Hart with the TBS Championship on the line.
And I remember being in the ring in Jacksonville announcing while she was standing there that she was all elite.
Oh my goodness, that flexibility by Julia Hart caught Willow right under the chin.
And Willow's not slowed down since then, but right now,
Julia Hart not relenting either, bouncing Willow's head off the ring apron.
Well, Julia wants to win the championship. Obviously, you know that she's got to get Willow in the ring.
We saw this a little bit before, Paul. Julia, that tightrope walk.
Whoa. Walked a little bit too much that time. What? Look at this. Look at this.
Look at the strength of Willow. Walked out with a standing vertical suplex.
Willow hurt herself as well, but she is up first.
Yeah, that floor doesn't care who you are. It's unforgiving.
Fans love Willow.
It was 10 days ago at Dynamite. Triangle of Madness picking up the victory over the Babes of Wrath and Chris Statlander. Willow Nightingale looking to right that wrong here tonight. The cannonball, the cover.
No. And it was Statlander, if you'll recall, who took the bullet, moving Willow out of the way.
It was Tekla that hit the spear on Statlander that defeated, or that pinning, the AEW Women's World Champion in that match. And that's why Statlander was so willing to face Tekla coming up this Wednesday night when Dynamite returns to Austin, Texas.
Look at this from Willow. Just classic from Julia. Just classic Julia Hart right there.
It's an illegal submission hold, Paul, but an effective one nonetheless for the 5 seconds that it's on.
Yeah, use that 4 seconds to your advantage. That's always a smart play any chance you can.
Willow's got Julia up. Julia with an elbow shot. Broke loose. Pick up by Willow.
DDT on the champion.
1, 2, not yet.
Willow had to dig deep to kick out of that.
She did.
Julia, another pinfall attempt there. Just a 1 count that time, but still, the champion is reeling here. Locking in. Modified version of the Manjigatame, the flying octopus hold.
That's the power of Willow. It's so crazy. Just, I don't want to be in this anymore. I'm just going to power out.
Yeah, just walk out of it. Absolutely.
I sympathize wholeheartedly with that strategy. No, we're not doing this.
Exactly. Oh! God, Willow goes down hard.
Julia's done a real good job of using her momentum and her own size against Willow. Very strong legs, Julia Hart.
Julia to the top. Moonsault. Boots were up into the face of Julia.
Great counter that time by Willow. Willow is up. Pick up. Babe with the power bomb. No! 1, 2, 3. Oh, for crying out loud, that was so close.
Tremendous reversal by Julia Hart with the Hurricane Rana. Very nearly claimed the TBS championship for a second time, but now Willow.
There it is. The Babe with the power bomb. It's over.
And still, TBS champion, Willow Nightingale.
Still the TBS champ. And the celebration goes on. A big smile, of course, from Willow Nightingale, also one half of the World Tag Team Champs. All right, somewhere backstage, we understand the Rascals are. We're going to send a camera crew back there. They are ready, I understand, as Harley Cameron comes in to celebrate as well. Let's go to the Rascals right now.
What are you doing? Y'all want one? One for me? Boys. It is so nice in here. You feel this couch, got the lumbar support and everything. Got me feeling like the French press of Bel Air in this mug. Come on.
Yeah, this place is really nice and all. Like, why didn't crew come and hang with us in here? Why they want to fight?
I don't know, man. I don't understand why they're so angry and hostile towards us. I mean, if my jacket was that prickly, I'd be angry and hostile as well.
Honestly, I think it's just because we're the new kids on the block. And we're pretty dope.
I mean, we are pretty dope, but boys, we got a debacle. There's 2 of them and 3 of us. So how are we going to figure out which 2 get to fight the crew? Maybe me and Dez. All right, let's draw straws. Let's draw straws. That sounds like a...
Why would we draw straws when I got 3 of them right here?
What? What are you doing with straws?
I don't know. Look, how about we just do rock, paper, scissors instead?
All right, the old tried and true.
All right.
Old tried and true.
All right,
Here we go,
let's do
boys.
it.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. I mean, we canceled each other.
Yeah, let's do everything.
Here we go, right? Rock, paper, scissors. We didn't go and shoot. Let's go and shoot this time. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's a 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's the 5. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Why y'all doing the same
That's the 7. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, best of 52.
Look, man, Myron, that's it. You lost, man. It's Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz
versus Action Andretti and Leo Rush.
Here we go.
I guess I support you guys.
Yes, and with you supporting us, there's no way that we can lose.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And on that note, boys, smoke them if you got them.
And we got them all.
Got them all.
Come on, man. Let Miles jump in, dog.
Mercy is now playing in theaters.
Detective Raven, this is the Mercy Capital Court. You're charged with the murder of your wife.
I didn't hurt her.
Prove it.
Get in the chair.
Every camera, cell phone, and database is at your disposal.
Can I see the cameras? Someone was in our basement.
Go on the ride.
You must move from one piece of the puzzle to the next.
Bring that back. Pause. Can you find out who that is?
And try to solve the mystery in IMAX.
The clock is ticking.
Mercy, rated PG-13, now playing only in theaters.
What drives us to live for this game?
Yep.
Do we enjoy the pain? Is it chasing greatness? Or is it passion? Teetering on madness? We're here for one simple reason. We love football. All in, all season. Toyota, let's go places.
I know you're wondering, what next? I see love on your horizon. And a trip to a strange new land. The child within you will awaken. And you will meet your destiny.
You took your time.
What will you discover next?
This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak. For just $7.99 each? Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
That's
the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon? When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready? Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Run? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
With an option like Plan B, we're in control.
Plan B temporarily delays ovulation to help prevent pregnancy before it starts.
It won't impact your future fertility, and it's safe to take anytime you need it.
Together, we've got this.
Your friendly dealer, Jim Reel.
There's no better time to get yourself what you really want. A new vehicle during the Start Something New sales event at Jim Reel's friendly Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Romeo. Get the 2026 Ram Bighorn for $239 a month, or the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee for $299 a month. For your best deal, it's Jim Reel's friendly Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Romeo.
And there's nothing more friendly than a great deal from Jim Reel.
See, I know you and I don't have any history. How about we make some? I've seen you kick ass all over the world. I know what you're all about. You never back down from a fight. But neither do I. You've been here, what, 4 years now? You're a bloody former world champion, mate. Isn't it about time you won some gold? Gold that you can bring home?
Jerry!
Well, I suppose we better get some matching outfits then.
This bout is set for one fall. Approaching the ring from Mexico City, Mexico. Weighing 187 pounds. Magnus!
Now coming up tonight, we will see the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship defended. And right now, one of the greats in CMLL will be in competition here. And we're taking a look at Magnus.
Claudio Castagnoli will put his CMLL World Heavyweight Championship on the line against Roderick Strong tonight in our main event. But now we are getting a look at one half of the CMLL Mexican National Tag Team Champions alongside Rugito. But Magnus, a tough draw for him tonight.
And his opponent, from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, Andrade El Idolo.
Of course, Andrade El Idolo, a sensation here in the United States with All Elite Wrestling, Paul. But he began his career competing in CMLL, where he turned quite a few heads.
Just an experienced, talented wrestler who's been all over the world, competed in several organizations. It's good to have him in AEW. See him compete tonight against Magnus. This is going to be an exciting match to watch.
Absolutely. Andrade El Idolo successful not only in Mexico and here, but in Japan as well. But he comes in with abundance of confidence. And here's one good thing about his match here tonight. I don't see Don Callis anywhere.
I was about to say, Don, there's very few things I agree with Don Callis about, but adding Andrade El Idolo to the Don Callis family, I think was a masterful move.
It's a brilliant move to get that kind of talent in your stable. It makes the whole stable stronger.
No doubt about it, Paul. You are right. And fans, before the match gets underway, go to shopaew.com to check out all the new designs, including the one you see in the ring for Andrade El Idolo right now. Grab yours now. And here we go, Excalibur. Great matchup.
His first ever one-on-one contest between Magnus and Andrade El Idolo. Magnus escapes the grip. Andrade changes levels. Big elbow strike.
He's a hard striker. You know, I know this, as you said, their first match, but obviously Magnus knows all about Andrade El Idolo.
Andrade sidesteps the crossbody attempt and lands the high boot. Magnus down.
And Magnus is trying to get out of the way here, but I don't know if he can.
Andrade's so quick and he's so vicious.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing, aggressiveness.
And in CMLL, Paul, the vast majority of matches that take place are multi-man matches, either trios, tag team matches. The singles titles or singles matches are a bit more rare in CMLL. Magnus being less accustomed to competing one-on-one than Andrade El Idolo is.
Yeah, that's a great point to bring up, where Andrade has experienced the different forms of different types of matches. This is, for Magnus, he might be a little bit out of his water.
Yeah, you mentioned Excalibur, CMLL Mexican National Tag Team Champion. 930 days as a champion.
Andrade El Idolo, and a good shout to ShopAEW.com.
Back to the attack again goes Andrade. Magnus cannot get on his feet here.
I got to kind of agree with the fans, though. If I was built like Andrade, I would never wear a shirt. I mean, here comes that shirtless Paul White again. What's wrong with that guy?
I'm booting to the face, Magnus off his feet.
Well, I've seen a shirtless Paul White, something you'll never forget.
Followed by a great shot with a chop. Well played, Tony Schiavone.
You're not kidding, man. That was heck of a chop.
Andrade tattooed the chest of Magnus with that one. And looks to be following up, potentially with a second. The hands tied up with the rope.
That was dirty.
And Paul, attacks like that, I mean, really could be even more devastating than that initial chop, because Magnus, it looked like he was bracing for the chop to the chest. He was tense, but he left the body open.
Yeah, he left the lower abdomen, and that kick to the sternum can knock the wind out of you just as well as a chop. Sometimes it's worse. You start attacking that core, it affects so many things you do in wrestling.
Tierra's takedown, and now Magnus. I think he's going to try to take flight here from the near side of the far. And you know what? I was not the only one that knew it. So he goes running.
Yeah, Andrade was baiting him, waiting for him to slide in. That's that good singles experience. When Magnus doesn't have a partner in the corner, say, hey, he sees it coming.
There we go.
Look at the back on Andrade. Good gracious. Look at those abs. That's not fair.
What an athletic specimen.
Like I said, if I look like that, you would never catch me in the shirt.
Taking selfies mid-match.
Look at the smile. See what's happening. Is he putting in his digits?
Oh, he gave the girl his phone number?
That's pretty smooth.
And now back to the
Magnus, just when he got to his feet, Andrade driving him knee first into the steps.
The height of arrogance from Andrade El Idolo. This match continues on Collision. Stay with us.
Woman's died, but right now we can't give you any more than that.
Detective Harper, is it true you knew her? Got any suspects?
I didn't hurt her, Anna. Do you know who did it?
I didn't do it, if that's what you're asking. There are two sides to every story. His and hers. Which means someone is always lying.
Put no headstone on the grave.
The world in which we work is one of secrets.
It's important work.
Can I join the party?
I thought you were just another secretary.
Really? Being a cadet in Starfleet Academy means being open to the people around you.
I spent my whole life getting away from stuff, letting someone in. It's hard.
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
I owe you something. It is coming. Just for you.
The nice thing about the middle of nowhere is it's in the middle of nowhere. Get an Airbnb and go where hotels can't.
Everything all right, my love? Catherine? Heathcliff has returned.
Of course. He was never going to stay away from Kathy. You be careful, won't you?
Really, Nellie? You're reading too many romantic novels.
I'd follow you like a dog. To the end of the world.
Wuthering Heights, rated R, only in theaters February 13th.
If the Colonel saw the price of a lunch today, he'd have some choice words. But with KFC's $5 bowls packed with all this crispy chicken, he wouldn't have any words at all, because his mouth would be filled with gravy and greatness. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
New salted caramel macadamia. That's Dawes. This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak for just $7.99 each. Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
The leader continues. Andrade Alidolo and Magnus one-on-one. Andrade one step ahead. Smart, resourceful. Oh, it's going to be tough to beat Andrade, I can tell you that.
Well, he definitely showing his power and will. Just the mental attack, the physical attack.
Andrade kicks the legs, twists the hips.
Yep, here we go. 3 amigos coming up. Yes, sir.
And now Andrade covers one. Oh, pulls Magnus up.
Never through all my years have understood why someone would do that.
I don't either, Tony.
And you see it so much. Well, you don't see it that much, but you see it enough to where you just...
And most of the time when you see that, it backfires on the competitor. Instead of taking that chance and securing that victory, it comes back to haunt him.
But Paul, it's very clear that Andrade is more than feeling himself here tonight.
He's definitely, he's got confidence for sure.
Taking selfies with fans at ringside, passing out his number.
Taking someone's hat now. He's trying to take off the mask.
Yeah? I mean, you talk about adding insult to injury. He strips off completely almost naked, and now he's going to take off Magnus's mask. Have a little decorum, Andrade, please.
Andrade knows what he's doing. We talk about being a great star in Mexico.
Well, Andrade, he began his career as a luchador in Mascarado. He knows what it means to compete in the mask and how much a part of your identity that mask becomes.
Psychological warfare.
I guess so, or he's just shelved any respect that he has for the masked luchador. Roll up. 1, 2. How about that?
Good for Magnus. Way to fight back.
Almost stole a win. A back elbow staggers Magnus, though.
Andrade lands a solid shot, but Magnus, don't count him out yet. He's on the move. Drop kick to the knee.
Low bridge that time. Andrade's in trouble here. Look at that.
Yeah. Magnus needs to press the attack, though, Paul.
All that rooster strut cost him.
Oh, Andrade out of the ring.
Lands on his feet.
Got to be careful, Andrade. He's got such great ring awareness.
And Magnus the tope. And Andrade driven hard into the announce desk. Paul, I noticed that Tony and I got out of the way, but
I didn't move.
Paul White.
You weren't bothered at all.
Yeah, it's
Paul White. He's as stout as this table here.
It's instinct. I don't move.
Well, Andrade better move here.
Magnus, Senton, Atomico. Cover made.
Only a 1 count.
You see how explosive that 1 count is? That's the core strength of Andrade, how quick he was able to flex that core, get his hips and shoulders up, get out of that count. That's impressive.
Magnus likes this big running knee strike in the corner.
To me, I think he's taking too much time.
Yeah, I think Andrade is well into this. Yeah, you could see where they had that shot of him. Andrade has his eyes open. He knew what was coming.
And drop toe hold sends Magnus face first in that middle turnbuckle pad.
Sometimes you play games with the devil wins.
And Andrade El Idolo building up. Knees from Andrade.
Where's your pants? I missed it.
Again, he pulls him up.
Unbelievable arrogance and confidence by Andrade.
Who took your pants?
Andrade.
He's going for it. There it is. The DM. 1, 2, 3. That was decisive, gentlemen.
That was lopsided. That was a young woman that Andrade gave his number to, but Andrade leaving Orlando tonight, Paul, with not just the victory, but perhaps some new female admirers as well.
They also sent a message to the rest of the AEW locker room. Watch out.
You're watching AEW on TNT, brought to you by Progressive Insurance, offering 24/7 protection when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle. Learn more at Progressive.com.
Congratulations to El Grande, but
There are many ways to do your taxes with H&R Block. Come to the office and I'll do them. Or stay home and I'll still do them. There's no escape. You can run, you can hide, but I will file you. Unless you do it yourself online. But deep down, you'll know I'm there, waiting, in case you need help. Hi, I found a missing deduction.
An email would have been fine.
That makes more sense. I'll let myself out.
In person, virtual, or online, file your way with H&R Block.
Albert! I can't imagine making movies without having watched his movies.
Do you think people know who you really are?
No. I was born to make people laugh, so I do that.
You got the clothes, the cars. You look like a person who has secrets.
Came here to make your business proposition.
He knows exactly what to transport and when. There's no DNA left at the scene.
Your guy's untraceable.
It's not about the money.
What is it about?
Hello, James. Crime 101, rated R, only in theaters February 13th.
The difference between a good day and a less than great one, it's all in the details and how you see the world. And that's why my mornings start with Viz, a once-a-day eye drop to treat blurry near vision. Menus, labels, screens, even doing my makeup, little things started to be big problems. But now I can stay in the moment, clear, confident, and free to go with the flow. Cut!
In clinical trials, the most common side effects include eye irritation, temporary dim or dark vision, headaches, and eye redness.
Viz, clear near vision for up to 10 hours.
Have you ever done a job for $11 million?
No.
Isn't that what you guys call walk-away money?
He's in and out in seconds. There's no DNA. He's not working alone.
Something doesn't feel right.
There's no way out.
That's the thing about walk away money. You gotta be able to walk away with it. Crime 101, rated R, only in theaters February 13th.
Here, anything is possible, as long as you can imagine it. And that's what makes Orlando unbelievably real.
It's not just what you do for your heart, it's how you talk to it. Yes, honey, you are powerful. Cheerios, made with whole grain oats and a whole lot of heart.
Don Callis brought me to AEW because he knows that I can win the title. I have unfinished business in AEW. I want the AEW World title. Swerve, you're in my way. See you, West
come on!
It's time for the Collision main event on this Saturday night. And it's for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. Well, Roddy Strong earned this shot, Excalibur.
It was 8 days ago, Roderick Strong defeating Hechicero in Arena, Mexico, Mexico City, to become the top contender for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. And then we see Roderick Strong come to the ring. He will have freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy in the corner. And Roderick Strong, despite his protests of not being a member of the conglomeration, receiving support from Orange Cassidy here tonight for our Collision main event.
Well, of course, Paul White is here, as we mentioned, and we're also joined by the Continental Champion himself, Jon Moxley, who, by the way, Claudio Castagnoli will be coming out, the 23rd CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. Mox had a lot of confidence in Claudio. 57 days he has held that title.
Don't ruin this entrance, Tony. This is going to be cool. Look at him. There he is.
Claudio Castagnoli, laser-like focus on his face. You mentioned, Tony, just under 2 months ago, Claudio traveling to Mexico City, defeating Gran Guerrero to win that CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. And now stepping into battle tonight against the top contender for his title. A very unique set of circumstances, Tony. Roderick Strong becoming number one contender last week in Mexico City. The title being defended here tonight in Orlando. Just speaks to the strength of the partnership between All Elite Wrestling and CMLL.
Yeah, I mean, CMLL, this is the best luchadors in the world. This is the best in the world at what they do, that specific style of wrestling, the best competition, the most competitive environment. Arena Mexico is crazy. It is not like any other atmosphere in the world.
And as is tradition in Mexico, the president of the organization inside the ring to present the title belt, Salvador Luteroff, of course, not here tonight. He's back in Mexico City. So Tony Khan stepping in.
We're going to get a really good Polaroid out of this. They still do Polaroids?
No, I don't think so, John.
But we know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm old enough, I get your reference, sir.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own cell phone now.
CMLL Heavyweight Championship, this isn't just some fly-by-night, let's just throw a bunch of belts around, everybody gets a belt, like participation trophies. No, sure. This is a storied championship, been around since 1991.
And CMLL, of course, the oldest professional wrestling organization in the world.
And, little things like that, the tradition.
Let's go to Justin Roberts.
Orlando, Florida! Your main event tonight, set for one fall, is for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship! Introducing the challenger, accompanied by freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. From Tampa, Florida, weighing 203 pounds, Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong, a little momentum coming out of the Continental Classic.
Basically a hometown boy. He's a Floridian.
And his opponent, being accompanied by Wheeler Yuta from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing 252 pounds. He is the reigning and defending CMLL World Heavyweight Champion, Claudio Castagnoli.
Claudio!
Oh my God! Come on! Wasting no time. Claudio remembers the Continental Classic and the win that Roderick Strong out of the semifinals.
And I was about to say, Claudio Castagnoli, the pro of pros. And before I can even say it, he's already thinking 2-3 steps ahead. All over Roderick Strong.
Roddy firing back. Look at Roddy Strong goes.
These two had one of the most explosive matches of the entire Continental Classic. It didn't last long, but it was non-stop action the entire way, throwing bombs, unloading on each other like they're doing right now.
And gentlemen, we all heard the comments from Andrade El Idolo directed towards Swerve Strickland. The challenge, Tony Khan has now made it official. Andrade El Idolo and Swerve Strickland one-on-one live on Dynamite from Austin, Texas on Wednesday. Plus, Mark Briscoe and El Clone for the TNT Championship. Now, the winner of that match will defend the title on Collision in Arlington, Texas, live next Saturday. Fans, tickets available in Arlington at AEWTIX.com. Plus, for the Women's World Championship on Wednesday in Austin, Tekla and Chris Statlander, the champion, will go at it. FPR defends World Tag Team Championship against Davis and Doyle of the Don Callis family. And we are told AEW World Champion MJF will appear live in Austin. Well, we got a big week ahead of us back in Arlington, Texas. And 1 week from tonight, live at the Esports Stadium. Paul, no doubt, Claudio Castagnoli, one of the strongest we've ever had in AEW.
I've seen this guy in the gym overhead press almost 390.
But there's something more than just the strength and the power of Claudio going on here, Excalibur. There's purpose with what he's doing.
And not only does Claudio Castagnoli want to avenge the loss on the final night of the Continental Classic, he wants to continue the momentum he built in that tournament. Wins over yourself, John Moxley, win over Orange Cassidy, a 20-minute draw with Konosuke Takeshita.
At the time, the IWGP champ. That's right. Can you imagine the IWGP champ and the CMLL heavyweight champion doing battle? This is the kind of action you get here at AEW. The best in the world. We go out and find the competition. We go to Arena, Mexico. We go to the Tokyo Dome. We bring those competitors here. They want to come here.
We got the AEW World Champion. We got the Ring of Honor World Champion. And right now, we're looking at this match for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. You see Wheeler Yuta in the background.
He's the second that Claudio Castagnoli nominated to be in his corner for this match, as is, once again, tradition in Mexico. It's your first time experiencing a CMLL World Heavyweight Championship match.
Traditions. 1 second, you nominate somebody you trust. And, we all trust each other. Big responsibility for Wheeler Yuta here.
And you see both Wheeler Yuta and Orange Cassidy, the white towel in their hand. The second campaign in the towel to call the match for their chosen competitor.
Look at Wheeler Yuta of the Death Riders.
And Roderick Strong, he trusts Orange Cassidy to be his second in this position. That's no small thing. This is a role that Wheeler Yuta has earned to be the official second here. And Roddy, he trusts Orange Cassidy to be his second, but it is kind of funny because, he's a bit gruff individual. He doesn't want to admit that he likes being part of the conglomeration.
Sure.
If indeed he does.
John, to that point, I think that Roderick Strong, were he to have it his way, he'd much rather have Kyle O'Reilly in his corner here tonight.
Yeah, that is true, but Kyle's not doing too well right now. But we don't need to talk about that.
Nonetheless,
coincidentally, it worked out very well for me how their match in the Continental Classic played out.
It certainly did.
Yeah, that's what they tell me anyway. I'm not very good at math,
Claudio Castagnoli was mathematically eliminated from the tournament due to the loss from Roderick Strong. And it was a tournament that you, John Moxley, went on to win.
Right hands right to the ribs.
That's a funny thing about not being good at math, John. You don't have to be good at math to cash championship checks.
No, you don't.
Forearm chop. Look at Roddy firing back with one kick. And Roddy goes down again.
Castagnoli changing levels on Roderick Strong, varying his offense. And the slam in the ropes. And that's a great way for Claudio Castagnoli to not only damage the ankle of Roderick Strong, maybe potentially tear the Achilles.
It's such a small, simple tactic. I know exactly where he learned that from. And, the middle of the ring is the softest part of the ring. Okay. And those ropes are steel. And it just ring awareness like that can make your environment so much more deadly.
It's another tool to use the toolbox. Use it to your advantage. Well said, John.
John, did you happen to pick up that tactic in the basement in Cincinnati?
No, his lordship.
Oh, okay. Drops to the chest.
And the Irishman.
Yes, the angry Irishman.
They've had a lot of issues.
Wait a second. Strong with a backbreaker.
The backbreaker.
Yeah, Roddy just waiting for it. Great job. A lot of pain in that right leg of Roddy. You see him trying to shake it out, Excalibur. But I don't think it's going to stop. Look at this. He's going to hit the far side ropes and lip his way over and miss.
Move. Claudio driving Roderick into the barricade and knee drop on the top of the barricade.
So smart and consistent. Attack the same place.
Neon steel.
This match continues. Stay with us on TNT and HBO Max.
This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak. For just $7.99 each, let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
CIDP is no walk in the park.
That's true.
But I take VivGuard Hytrulo self-injection.
Same. It's the first major innovation in CIDP treatment in over 30 years.
And while I still have CIDP,
I have a chance to
live vividly. VivGuard Hytrulo has been proven to significantly reduce the risk of symptoms getting worse.
And I can treat my CIDP with a once-weekly injection in about 30 seconds.
Do not use VivGuard Hytrulo if you're allergic to its ingredients. It may increase infection risk and cause serious allergic or infusion or injection-related reactions. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, fever, recent or planned vaccinations, allergy history, or kidney problems. The most common side effects include respiratory and urinary tract infections, headache, and injection site reactions.
I'm hitting putts with my pals.
I'm hitting the road with my number one.
That's how we live vividly with VivGuard Hytrulo.
Ask your neurologist about VivGuard Hytrulo for self-injection.
This is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak. For just $7.99 each, let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
Sarah Benzino. Brandon Coley. Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Yeah! What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
Yeah!
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Brandon Coley. Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, we actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Every specialty pizza is just $9.99 when I mix and match? Yep.
Treat yourself.
The People's Pizza?
Treat yourself.
Philly cheesesteak.
Treat yourself.
Ooh, the new spicy chicken bacon ranch pizza? Treat yourself.
Minnows.
Along with Excalibur, Paul White, and the Continental Champion, John Moxley, Tony Schiavone. This is for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. It's Claudio Castagnoli, the champion, the number one contender. Earned it, Roderick Strong. Roderick has tried to evade the champion, but to no avail, who is relentless on that right leg.
Strong earned the right to challenge for this title 8 days ago in Mexico City, but tonight, Paul White, we have witnessed Claudio Castagnoli just destroy the vertical base of the challenger.
It's been a clinical dismantling of Roderick Strong. Incredible shape, incredible athlete, incredible talent that Roderick Strong is. Claudio's had an answer for everything.
Got the leg up, as you can see, but Roddy is still struggling.
Yeah, what did it cost him to fight off that little bit?
There you go, be evasive.
Oh, beautiful counter.
Whoa, Claudio.
Quickness out of the way.
Spilled on the outside. Roddy's going to try to hit the ropes again here, Excalibur. I don't know if that's advisable or not.
Worked for Roderick Strong that time. Action out to the floor and the backdrop on the barricade, and
Smart on Roderick's part. Build momentum one after the other. Keep it rolling. Stay on him.
And as this is a CMLL World Heavyweight Championship match, it's a 20 count on the floor, but Roderick Strong not using the 20 count, instead returning Castagnoli to the ring and looking to press the attack on the champion.
But he's got a lot of pain in that leg. That will not stop him. You're right, Excalibur, pressing the attack.
Yeah, like I said, he's got to quicken the pace. He's got to throw Claudio out of rhythm. He can't stay in this methodical. Can't let Claudio set this methodical pace.
A knee strike done. Just like that is how Claudio Castagnoli was defeated on the final night of the Continental Classic.
1, 2, no!
I have to imagine, Tony, Roderick Strong, he didn't have the acceleration, the same power that he had back in December here tonight due to the damage to his knee.
That's a great call. That is exactly what happened right there as John Moxley watches on. Marina Shafir.
I was just saying, I've been in a situation similar to this, and you know, when you're compromised like that, you stretch out the match as long as it goes. When you get an opportunity, when you see that clear shot, you have to take it, and you have to hit it, and you have to hit the nail as many times as it takes.
And you got to punch the gas and go all the way. Yeah, I get you on that.
And if Claudio gives him each small window at any point, Roddy's going to have to make it count.
There's no window right now, I can tell you that.
He's taking a shellacking.
The chop block followed up by the repeated strikes to the knee.
Might really be hurt here.
One of the things that's so dangerous about Claudio, he gets singularly focused on a body part, and he will take it apart, destroy it. Roderick Strong, win or lose tonight, is going to be limping for a few days after this.
Claudio Castagnoli, so many weapons in his arsenal. The emissary of violence for the Death Riders. Roderick Strong has been on the receiving end of a substantial amount of violence tonight, including right there.
And for everything Claudio can do, all his just impressive physical capabilities, the simplest stuff is the scariest.
Yeah, right. I agree. And now
he's going to plant him.
Oh, Roddy Strong. 2. He almost stole the title right away from him.
Uppercut connects. Castagnoli makes the cover.
Foot is under the rope. Foot is under the rope.
And it was, I believe it was Orange Cassidy that drew the referee's attention to that fact.
We can play it back.
Orange Cassidy earning his spot as the second in Roderick Strong's corner.
Ring awareness, that's what we're talking about. And you got to, like I said, you got to have a guy you can trust in this scenario.
Look at Claudio go get a head of steam here. Oh, that European uppercut flailing his body at Roddy, and now combinations. Strong cannot take many of these balls. I can say
the
that.
Power and the cardiovascular conditioning of Claudio makes it so hard to compete against him. Plus, he's an intelligent competitor. Like, he's got so many things working in his favor that you have to overcome.
We've seen a great variety of offense from Claudio Castagnoli. I mean, how many times, John Moxley, do we see Claudio Castagnoli throw a dropkick to the knee like that?
Yeah, I mean, most of the people in this building right now are out of breath just watching him go to work on that leg. He's been relentless.
I think Roddy's
relentless attack.
Roddy's trying to get Roddy escaped. How about that escape by Roderick Strong?
Good for him.
Difficult landing for Castagnoli on the top rope. The champion would be in trouble here.
Roddy doing all he can to shut out the pain to get up
for a big reward, but he took a big risk, and it cost him.
Yeah, he paid for that.
God, up. Oh, watch out!
Oh, no.
Drives down the champion!
Wow! And now a cover! 1, 2!
Let's go, Claudio.
Didn't have the shoulders crossed. I know it's easy to say right now, but let's take a look at that again, Excalibur.
At this point, Roderick Strong, I think maybe in desperation mode, throwing anything and everything that he has left at Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, this is a definition of a gut check for Roderick Strong. He's digging deeper than he's probably looking to dig.
Looking for the stronghold, his version of the Boston Crab. Can he step over? Can he turn the champion?
Yeah, the champion knows it's coming too, Excalibur. Look at him fight.
It's going to be tough for Roderick. That base is weak.
Masterfully applied.
Well done. Strong kneeling down.
Gotta get that right leg across the back of Claudio. Look, he's hammering that leg.
All that strength in Claudio's body fighting against that hold.
Yeah. Claudio, by hammering at the leg, Tony, he took away the base of Roderick Strong, but Roderick Strong undaunted.
Stay with it.
Returns to the task. He steps over.
And now brings John Moxley to his feet. You can see in the rear here. Back of the screen.
And Castagnoli, perhaps on the verge of 10-minute verge of a rope break.
So being tall and have a long reach will do for you, Paul.
Oh boy, it comes in handy in those situations.
Yes, it does.
You can't coach size.
John Moxley took a big breath on that one.
Oh. There we go. Okay, come on.
And who's just saying you don't get emotional, John?
Okay. Go. Hey, touche. Let's go, Claudio.
Claudio getting to his feet. Oh, he caught him. He saw Roddy. Oh, and on the knee again. Oh, my God, here it comes.
That could have been Chris if he hit that knee.
Giant swing. Claudio turns over. The single leg crab. Center of the ring.
How much can Roddy Strong take? Look how deep Claudio is sitting.
That was wonderful. So efficient. Makes you stupid and dizzy and then put you right back in a single leg crab.
Not many revolutions on that one.
Roddy is not going away.
Roddy pushes off, flailing Claudio outside of the ring. Once again, as you mentioned, Excalibur 20 count.
Roderick Strong, it was a lightning strike knee back in December that ended Claudio Castagnoli's Continental Classic. This time, Castagnoli was ready for it, and now continues to punish the leg of Roderick Strong.
And remembering that lightning strike knee, focusing on it.
Sticking with the game plan. It may not be pretty, these people might not like it, but Claudio doesn't care. He's sticking with the game plan.
Roderick Strong, though, he just brought Castagnoli face first into that steel ring post, and the champion is in trouble. Oh, Yuta! Wheeler Yuta!
Oh, goodbye, Orange.
Hey, it's getting a little wild out here.
Boy, is it ever.
It was behind the referee's back that Wheeler Yuta got involved. But Roderick Strong, waiting, lands the knee. A second one.
Roddy's got to get Claudio back in the
Claudio
ring.
might be a little out of it here. His head hit that steel.
Yep.
His instincts were smart to get out of the ring so he can't be covered, though. Real smart on Claudio's part.
And right
Feel
now,
a rumble in this building right now.
oh yeah, the fans are into this one, John. You're right. And now Roddy. Oh, he's dropping the knee pad, Excalibur.
He is. He wants.
Hey, you did the right thing, Yuta.
He wants the bone of that knee
take one
to
from the
strike
team,
the
though.
chin of Claudio Castagnoli. He wants to turn Claudio's lights
Claudio.
out.
Look
once
out.
again.
Oh, to the referee in front of Roddy to Claudio, and Claudio now. Oh, holding on the knee. Oh my God, the knee with the giant swing.
Oh, that is nasty.
Up the leg, damn it!
The neutralizer center of the ring.
1, 2, Claudio's still the champ.
Winner of this match is still
That's sticking to the game
NWA
plan.
World Heavyweight
That's a dog
Champion,
with a bone.
Claudio
That's a
Castagnoli.
professional job right there.
Claudio Castagnoli making the third defense of his CML World Heavyweight Championship.
That's an impressive job of staying on task. On task for as long as it took.
Stayed on task as long as it took. Claudio Castagnoli, to the applause of John Moxley, is still the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion.
And now all eyes turn to this coming Wednesday night, Austin, Texas. 3 huge championship matches as we return to the Lone Star Stage.
Championships will be on the line. We'll see it live on TBS on Wednesday night. For Excalibur and Paul White, I'm Tony Schiavone. Good night from Orlando.
Oh, yes. 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 Finally, El Grande is coming to Dynamite, man.
Thank God, man. Enough with this collision crap. He said he want the AEW World Championship. I don't blame him. We definitely want him to go after it. Now the question is when he's gonna go after Kenny. That's the question. But yeah, he also El Grande's gonna be facing Swerve next week. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, this Dynamite gonna be like a pay-per-view because everything's on the line at that day. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that shit gonna be sliding. But yeah, man, that's Collision for y'all. Don't forget Dynamite. It's gonna be Chris Stanley versus Thekla. I don't know if Thekla's gonna win, but if she can get her groove on, that's all that matters. And also, shout out to Jamie Hayter. I'm glad she's back. I guess this means that Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter are gonna be a tag team. That's great. Even though I kind of want Brett Breaker to come back and join her, but it's all good. But she gotta do something about that teeth though. I know she missed some teeth. We gotta get her some teeth, man. Hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Feel fully confident. But even though he came at the last minute, we're gonna end this live stream because I gotta get to the videos. However, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you guys tune in for Dynamite next week. We'll be going live on Wednesday, and also Collision for next week as well. Even though that's the Royal Rumble. All right, and thank you guys for coming on here. And be aware for the reaction videos that's coming out tomorrow, and we'll go from there. All right, get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. All right, I'm out. Oh wait, next live. All right, have a good night.